Nigeria's Ministry of Labour says no meeting was fixed between the ministry and Organised Labour. This came as some reports made the round that the ministry will be holding a meeting with the striking unions. Nigeria's main labour centres, the NLC and the TUC, began a planned nationwide strike on Tuesday in protest against the assault on the president of the Labour Congress in Owerri, the Imo State capital. Our correspondent in Abuja says that sit-at-home order directed by the leadership of NLC and TUC recorded very minimal compliance as civil servants were seen going to work. However, primary and secondary school students in Abuja were turned back from their schools because of the strike. To further discuss the impact of the indefinite nationwide strike on the nation's economy, I'm joined by a chartered accountant, Akin Fatunke. Thank you very much for joining us on the news. Every time there is a strike, significant man-hour is wasted since key sectors' operations are halted. What effect, in your opinion, has the organized labor movement's industrial action today had on the struggling nation's economy?
Thank you very much, Felicity, and good evening to Nigerians. Naturally, it will have, even if you want to say marginal effects, and it will have a domino effect on quite a number of things. Let's go from the micro. If the medical associations in hospitals are going to join, then our palace medical position is jeopardized. And I can tell you, we will not have the numbers. Quite a number of lives will have been lost within the last 24 hours. Okay, well, 24 hours or slightly less. That is one. That on the macro level, you expect that officers of government that are forced, that are forced not to attend to their normal duties, depending, of course, on how sensitive their debts will be, will begin to have also some domino effects on files not moving and what have you. On the educational sector, you saw those people who's being turned back. Were they turned back because their schools were shut and somebody stood ramrod and said you must not enter? At the last count, 19 unions, affiliate unions, have joined, including Lagos, that says that they are going to join. So partial, in my own honest opinion, is what has happened. Now, if ASU has now decided to be a part of this, again, like bedfellows, even though Conwa, says they are not going to be part of it in any way. So if the banks, the electricity workers, the medical unions are joined on day one, even though we say partial.
How does all of this, obviously something is going on. How does this nation appear to the outside world when we have what's looking like an extended nationwide strike like this one, particularly to prospective foreign investors who the president has been traveling abroad to court and win over?
I tell you, Felicity, it's not good. Okay, it's not good. Sends wrong signal. That's again at the macro level for investors wanting to come in. A bit of a shock here and there. But the outside investors, there's a C page. Is the strike illegal? Question. Has it caused restraint the labor unions from going on strike? Yes. Have the labor unions said that they are not going to obey the court orders? Apparent embarrassment of the highest order. Having said that, I have to also say to you that people who know and who should know, just know that if you look at the past, it is not likely, and I'm trying to throw myself on the bus here, it is not likely that this is going to be total, especially when the informal sector, that's the TU Amendment Act of 2015 does not cover. Okay, there's a right for you to go on strike, you got to give notice and given 1 week notice. Discussions are already moving in some right direction. But for you to now then say you are going to go on strike because the union president, NLC president was assaulted by the state, by the police, who have come clearly to say no. I mean, it could not have been that, one of them. Things need to move in the right direction. So a lot of people now see ego. You are very right, because Mr. President is in Saudi Arabia, and it may be sending some kind of few shocks as signals, but it is not significant in my view. And if the NLC president, because of that assault, and please let me delineate this, no person, no human being should be assaulted anywhere. I expect the federal government, through the Inspector General of Police, to have moved. They really have moved. I mean, they met their demands, but that they should be prosecuted. And when we are now then saying that they should be prosecuted, it has to be this. You are now alleging that you want to do a license for federal government to now then, like in a jiffy, stop all the killings and stuff like that. It marks, in my opinion, of some politics coming into that. I dare say to you, Felicity, in closing, that I am a student of history, political history, and economic history. Sometime in 2015, the president of Pengassan, his name was Okoro. If you go in Lagos on number 286 Ikorodu Road, you see a building named after this Okoro. He died in a social crash. If this has happened today, we might as well say, yes, the aviation should not be a part. In any case, the aviation are saying they're not going to be a part. My point is, we should not, in my opinion, punish the whole lot of our country just because of one man. Yeah, I mean, just because of...
In the event, because as it looks now, the federal government is locking it down, labor is locking it down. In the event that the federal government and organized labor are unable to come to some sort of agreement, what worries you about the impact this is going to have on the economy?
What worries me is common sense, Felicity. We have to be very careful. My advice will be for NLC and the TUC to pipe down a little bit. Like I said, we should not say because of one man. If on the 26th of September, a lady was assaulted and killed, greatness, Olorunkemi, and she was taken to a medical center in Waitama and was refused, and NLC did not say anything. If during the NSAS, we did not hear a peep from NLC except when the toll gate thing happened, I think they should back down a little bit. My one Felicity is that if we do not get a truce here, we might be forcing the hand of government to now then go very autocratic, claim that you are not obeying court orders, you are trying to force and then sabotage the economy. We may, in my own honest opinion, we need to be careful. If during Buhari's time, we didn't see this happen so often, and in the life of the Tinubu's administration, and then this is coming. So I'm not saying there's no reason.
I think we certainly get the message you're trying to send. It's important for there to be some truce. The sooner, the better. Thank you very much, Akin, for speaking with us.
Thank you very much, Felicity. Thank you very much, Nigerians.